Okay, this is taking the main down, part 2, where I implement viewers' suggestions. So I'm taking the main down under sail, I'm close hauled on the jib, feathered the main. So one of the suggestions was to pull the sail down at the luff. So you can see I'm doing that here, I'm pulling it down at the luff. And one of the other suggestions was to pull in the reefing lines to pin the leech of the sail to the boom. So I'm doing both of those. I'm pulling down at the luff and attempting to, kind of slab stack it. It's not working that well. Nevertheless, when I pull the reefing line, you can see there, it does pin it. So it's not a perfect stack, but this is an improvement. It was a struggle for me to get to the leech and grab the leech in my first video doing this. So thank you very much for this suggestion. This is a lot safer, it's easier, and I spend the first part of this at the mast and almost get the lion's share of it down even before I have to traverse the boom and start to stack it. It's not pretty for sure, but you know what? It never is, and you always have to restack when you get back to the dock anyway. So this is kind of I didn't bring it all the way down. I'm trying to get a little bit of tidiness here. The apparent wind is about 10 knots. We had about 7 knots of wind, and then we're close hauled doing about 4 knots. So the apparent wind's probably between 9 and 10 or so. So it's pretty tame conditions. I think if it was windier, one of the suggestions was bring the whole thing down fast and minimize the amount of time that the sail is flogging. And I think I would do that in stronger wind. So great suggestions. Learned a lot here as single-handers. We often don't sail with other people, and especially we don't sail with other people that have more experience than us. We often, if we do sail with folks, we're often sailing with novices. So it's awesome that that viewers made these suggestions. I definitely learned a few things, which is great. I think this is definitely a win. Pulling down at the luff, using the reefing lines to pin the leech to the boom. It worked well. I'm now, just finishing the last little bit, tying it down to the boom. And I think, as I said, if it was windier, I would pull it all the way down, minimize the flogging, and then just pin it to the boom as best I could, similar to how we do when we're reefing. So I think this is definitely an improvement. It's easier, it's safer. I think it's probably even quicker. Less time at the end of the boom when the boat's bucking around. So thank you very much for your suggestions. If you have any more suggestions, please advise. I'm very grateful for these. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and whatever it is that you're doing out there, respect the risk, have fun, and we'll see you next time.
There you go.